Hey guys, welcome to tonight's BB Can 7 chat.
It's episode 26.
And it's eviction night.
So last time, Adam used the veto on himself, honey, and Kira put up Mark next to Dane.
Imagine we did this in the style of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
That'd be so much fun. But
Mark
we're not.
thinks there's no way he's going home. I believe he said it was 135% in his favor.
First of all, that's not mathematically possible. So, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. How about that?
Kira is upset for Dane because they think that they're taking away Dane's dream.
I get that he's a big fan, but like, that's not an excuse. Everybody's got their reasons for being there. Everybody's got their like sub story or whatever. So you can't let that really affect your gameplay.
Well, Dane's not done yet. He is going to reach into his pocket and pull out his childhood magic kit and work some magic.
All he freaking needs this week is that thing that like makes the tears. The thing that makes your eyes water, because he knows that Kira, he knows that Kira's an emotional player, so he's really gonna work that.
Well, Dane whips up some tears for Kira, and they weren't affected the way he thought they would be at first. They want there to be a tie so that they can break the tie and send him home.
That's really effed up for Kira to say to Dane. Like, it's one thing to think it, but to say it to his face,
especially after he broke a tie for them
to stay. Kira's like, oh, it would be kind of poetic though, wouldn't it?
No,
like,
it would be kind of not cool.
Douchey?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can a non-binary be a douche?
Anybody can be a douche.
Well, that's true. All right, so Dane and Anthony, they had a final 2 deal from like day 2.
Why do people make final 2s on day 2? You don't even know that person. It blows my mind every season, yeah.
So Dane's getting desperate because
he really wants to stay. He needs to make some moves here.
And he knows that he's got to get Anthony on his side. And if he can get Anthony, he can get everybody else.
Yeah, right?
So Dane reveals his
look at this
secret trunk of garbage that he's been studying.
He's shown this to a few people throughout the season, but this is the first time he showed Anthony, and Anthony was speechless. He was not saying anything during this plea. Dane was like, you need me. I've been studying all season. You're never gonna beat Adam, Kira, or Mark in a mental competition. I will. I can do that for you. I can win and keep you safe. Can you imagine if Dane, going into this conversation, like the study sheet was fake and he just poured like a bunch of shit into the cabinet? He was like, look at this. I've been studying this.
Look at this, yes. So, it's hot tub time, kids.
Well, yeah, I just want to say, Anthony had nothing to say during this, but they didn't show. He was like, we'll talk again in an hour. So Anthony didn't give him an answer at the time, but
no,
they're going to talk about it again.
It's hot tub time.
Okay.
It's a terrible thing to waste.
This felt really unnecessary to me. There were so many other things they could have shown tonight.
Dane was talking about how he wanted to have a professional hockey career and he was just too small and for hockey, but BB is his dream, and like, you know, he's not too small for that because you could be any size in Big Brother, right, JC?
Just like, why did we need this in the episode when there was so much crazy gameplay going on in the last 2 days?
Because somebody wanted to have a nice day off and they just pulled some crap clips.
I feel like Dane is like the #1 production pet this season.
Yes.
Would you agree with that?
I would agree.
Okay.
Mark can't wait for Thursday because he knows that Dane's going home. He's already talking with Anthony to get Adam out.
Yeah, he's talking about getting Adam out at the Final 4, and I believe this conversation happened right after the family visit, and Anthony was like, I don't want to talk about game right now. I'm still like on a high from seeing my mom. Like, leave me alone.
Alright, so Mark let slip that he would vote for Adam over Anthony if the 2 of them were in the final 2. To Anthony.
In a way, though, shouldn't that make Anthony think, I gotta keep Mark around because if he's in the jury, he might not vote for me.
Maybe.
But it just pisses him off because he feels that he's done a lot for Mark throughout the season. So it's like a slap in the face that Mark wouldn't give him his vote.
Right. So Anthony goes and talks to Adam and says, we got to get rid of Mark. And at first Adam is like, and then he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but like Adam already wanted to keep Dane, so I don't know why they edited it this way.
Why did Anthony say, I have never done anything wrong? I have never lied in this game. That is a lie.
He's always trying to be like, this person and this person and this person. Everybody's lying except for me. Come on, man. Own your stuff once in a while.
Money,
it's
please.
Crazy. I hope if Anthony makes it to the final two, he's at least going to own things during the jury questioning and everything. Because if he doesn't, that's going to be really lame.
Well, he's not going to win them. All right, so let's check in with the jury house.
Okay.
Sam is all alone with her high-waisted pants.
She looks really happy. You know, once you're out of that game and you don't have to think about it anymore, it's like...
She's playing cards.
She's on vacation.
She's breathing easy. She's dancing around the halls.
She's reading a book. I would not be dancing right next to that railing like that. That always makes me nervous when people do that.
No. So then, oh, I wonder who will come and join me in jury. And yes, it's Corey. And she is just, Sam is just thrilled because... There's a Stupid Guys Alliance, and her...
Well, Sam also said, like, oh, if you get rid of me, like, you're next, and look what happened.
Well, there's a Stupid Guys Alliance, and her boyfriend's, like, the head of it, so...
Is he the number one guy in the group?
He might be.
A couple of boys would have something to say about that.
He might be.
Yeah, but it was really annoying to me because in this jury segment, they were like, oh my god, there's a Guys Alliance. Like, every time somebody would come in, there's a Guys Alliance. But they talked about it in the house, and they just didn't do anything about it.
So then Esty arrives, and she's like, oh, there's a Pretty Boys Alliance, and they all did this in their goodbye messages, and your boyfriend was like, there's a Pretty Boys Alliance.
Didn't Chelsea tell Esty about the alliance at one point, and then Esty went and reported back to Dane?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened.
Then Damien arrives, and Damien's like,
I voted Esty out.
Yeah, and Esty's like...
Yeah.
But not really.
Girl, you got bigger problems.
She doesn't even care. She doesn't even care. You're
Yeah.
sleeping with the enemy, girl.
Alright.
Alright, so Anthony tells Dane, I was loyal to you, but you did some messed up stuff to me.
And obviously, Anthony is not going to mention any of the messed up stuff that he did to everyone else.
Yeah, but he said, I'm a man of my word, or a word of my man, and I'm not keeping you because I need you. I'm keeping you because I am a man of my word.
We have different definitions of ride or die.
Right.
But he's like, yeah, I'm going to stick to my word and keep you around.
Dane swears that he is bringing Anthony to the finals.
We'll see.
Is he going to throw it so that he doesn't have to choose?
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see.
What if everybody throws it and they're all just like, I don't want it, you take it.
I don't know.
Alright, so Anthony and Kira have a chat.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony starts methodically throwing Mark under the bus to Kira.
Well, now Anthony wants Mark to go, and he wants to convince Kira that this is the thing to do because he wants to make sure that Kira is still with him.
Mm-hmm. So he tells Kira, Mark's been throwing all of the mental comps this season except for the drunk one. Because he won that one.
He told Kira about the rap that Mark has, which is true, but I don't think Mark's been throwing all those comps. I think
he just sucks. I think he just sucks. And Kira said, well, why are we keeping him then? He doesn't even give good cuddles.
Ah, but of course, Kira's all, I make my own decisions. I'm not influenced by anyone. But Kira, you just got played again.
So they say, let's get rid of Mark. Alright, so Kira goes and talks to Dane and says, you deserve to be here. This isn't right. I want to help you.
Dane already knows that he's staying at this point, but he's putting on the show for Kira. He's like, thank you.
They're not even a vote.
I need you.
They're not even a vote.
Well, in case it was a tie or whatever.
Kira tells Mark, You're going.
That happened this morning. It started popping off at like, I don't know, 10:30ish or something. I don't even remember, 10 something. And it was getting pretty crazy because the last few days have been on the tamer side, but this was like, bleh.
All right, well, it's time to check in with Arissa for the Not Live show. Dane, what have you got to say? I don't know, but I'm taking my teeth out.
I just want to mention too, when Mark found out that he was going, he was just like, wait, what? And then he had to like try and pull something together, but too little too late.
Yeah. So then Mark said, looks like we almost made it.
Yeah.
But we didn't. Who do you think you can beat in the final? Me?
He's got a point there.
He does. I would no way have gotten rid of him, no matter how much I dislike him.
Kira and Anthony are not feeling too good about their chances against Adam in these final competitions.
No. All right, so it's time for the vote. And
so by a vote of 2-0, Mark was evicted. Bye.
Yeah.
He had a little deuce to drop on the way out.
He had a drop the mic performance, and he said, it was things I did about their Sam during Corey's HOH. Goodbye.
And Adam was like,
what?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Dane was definitely involved in that, but wasn't it also Anthony's idea too? But Mark continues to protect Anthony after he knows that Anthony did not try to keep him this week. It's crazy.
Arissa's like, hey, WTF. He said, I guess I should have campaigned more, Arissa.
I guess so.
Maybe I should have campaigned to Adam. And he did mention that in the goodbye message too. His pick to win the whole thing is Anthony.
Yeah. Still loyal.
Yep. The goodbye messages were mostly BS, except
Dane had a little zinger. He was all, you thought you were close to Anthony and I was close to Adam? Well, I was closer to Anthony than you were.
Oh. All right. So, it's time for the HOH competition, and it's Dane and 2 waiters.
Yeah.
1 bow tie, 1 skinny tie.
Skinny tie.
With holes in his pants. He would be sent home from that waiter's gig. All right.
What is it, sir?
Yeah. So you have to guess which competition the people popping onto the screen are representing.
Yeah, I want to say they did this last season where it was all POV comps. And they would have one person come up, then another person, blah, blah, blah. You have to identify which competition it was.
Right.
This is pretty tricky that they had to know all the names, because I feel like sometimes people don't remember the names.
Yeah. It was a real fill in the blank, not a multiple choice.
Yeah.
Or a T or F.
It seemed like for both of the ones, oh, they only showed 2 questions so far, right?
Yeah.
Both of the ones that they showed, they were able to figure it out by the second person that popped up. And Dane got one.
Right. We already know who won, so if you'd like to know, go check out today's spoiler in the info box.
It's a big competition, but
it is big. Definitely not geared towards Anthony.
Yeah, probably not,
because it's a fill-in. It's a fill-in. It's not a multiple choice.
But the POV is going to be the really important competition this week.
Right.
So make sure you guys check out the spoilers. There's only like 2 left. Yeah, that's where we're at. So let us know what you guys think in the comments. And until next time,
Much love.